guys, Switchcast, yeah, love doing that. All right, hey guys, welcome back. Wait, is my Discord? Wait, Indie speak.
Yep. Hello.
Okay, all right, good. I thought my mic was broken. All right, okay, hey guys, welcome back to Switchcast, episode 900. Banger episode planned. Let's do our classic maneuver where we go around the table and say who we are because we don't have the individual text visualizers anymore. Okay.
I can't deal with that fucking short.
Yes. Can you not deal with it?
Yes. It looks so good.
Do you not show it?
Oh my god. I can't deal with that.
We were all trying to hold it in the whole time.
We'll come back to that very soon.
We'll come back to that in soon. Okay. Alright, okay. Top right. Love smoking, English, yeah. Always sunny, over the rainbow, it's me, party. Top left we have...
Hey guys, Indie here.
Bottom left, sucks dick for a living, male prostitute.
Alright, thanks very much. Not Sam G, the best Irish TF2 YouTuber.
And now, at the bottom right, we have the lead protagonist from the game Five Nights at Freddy.
Yes, it's me, Freddy Fazbear.
It's him, it's Freddy Fazbear.
I really like that. That's really
Frederick.
That was indie.
really nice. Really nice.
So what happened was I approached Shork to be on the podcast, and he said, "Can my character be facing directly at the camera?" And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a monkey's paw situation. I'm gonna do that, but I'm also gonna make you a FNAF title screen. There you go.
That's like my ideal kind of look. That I love this. Thank you so much.
I can send you the HD version if you
Yes,
want.
I really want that.
All right, I'll send it to you later.
Can you use GIFs on Steam as profile pictures?
No.
Oh, that'd be
Only the
so
ones you pay on
good.
the
That'd be
store.
so good.
Yeah, and half the ones in the store are like hentai. I know it's not even a joke. Just fucking, it is.
How do you know that, Sam?
Yeah,
No,
how do you know that,
literally,
Sean?
go on the Steam store. Go onto the point shop right now. Everybody, go onto the point shop right now.
I'm not
Go
putting
to
porn on my
profile
stream,
picture.
Sam.
I'm not doing that.
No, but I'm not weird. I'm being serious.
Right, guys, if you go on Google and type in boobs, you're never going to believe what you see, honestly.
Okay, I thought this was a family-friendly stream.
Oh
It is
no.
it is a family-friendly stream.
Yeah, we just slip sometimes. It's
It's
okay.
just that Sam loves to talk about boobs for some
I'm
reason.
not
Say-
family friendly.
Sam is just like addicted to pornography.
No, I'm
There's
not.
a problem.
No, I'm not.
You said
Okay, are we gonna do? Okay, I question. We have a question.
Wait,
We have a
what-
guest.
what's
don't we?
questions, hey.
We don't
Welcome
have
to the
questions
stream,
yet.
everybody.
We have a guest.
we're not
who's
even on the
supposed to be
questions,
talking.
Sam. He's getting all flustered because we've
He's
caught him out
all,
with
he's
his
all
addiction.
flustered because his hero is here.
Freddy.
Freddy. Oh
Oh,
my god, my girlfriend accidentally called Freddy Teddy the other day, and she's
can't believe
like,
this.
she
Kill
really
him.
likes to act like she knows everything about stuff I like. So she was like, "Oh my god, it's Teddy Fazbear." And I don't know why she said that, but Teddy Fazbear. What the fuck? I can't speak. Do you guys know who Teddy is?
Teddy Fazbear.
Teddy
Teddy,
Fazbear.
Teddy from like the not Seth Rogen. What's he called?
No,
You mean-
no.
you
Seth MacFarlane movie.
No, not Ted, you numpty.
Listen, I don't know who you mean.
All right. Well, anyway, let's get into this with this slip and slide of an intro.
You should turn up Shork Party because he's apparently too quiet.
I just want to say that was genuinely one of the worst introductions we've
Nah, that
ever
was a
done. in
I was
the
trying to
entirety of
do
this
it with a
podcast.
straight face, but then you all burst out laughing at the fucking Shork FNAF thing. I was
Sounds
like,
like-
I was just trying to ignore it. I was just trying my hardest.
It's so good.
Looks good.
It is good. I do like it. All right, should we just say we're never good at intros. We're good when we get the topics up. All right,
Alright, so-
Indy, start us off.
So for the first topic, Shork, you've done a lot of work with the TF2 voice actors. So for the first topic, we thought, introduce it with some recent like that, working with the TF2 voice actors. How did that end up happening? Like, how did you meet all of them? How was it like working with them? And like, just like that.
How did you like start with them as well? Like, how did you get to know them?
Okay. Well, it really goes back like maybe almost 2 years. Not really, but like 1.5 year to 2 years, where my good friend, her name is Gwen. She's like an amazing artist. She's painted for like Billie Eilish, shit like that. She
Damn.
we were like really good friends. We had worked together on stuff like Team Fabulous 2 Reanimated, other things like that. And I had just gotten a signed print from the voice actors of GLaDOS and the voice actor of Sniper, Ellen and John. So,
Yeah.
she's also the administrator. But I just got that and it was really cool. So I was like, I realized she had Twitter and all that. So I started following them. And then one day she was asking for an artist who could do that. So I like told my friend, you should apply for this. Like you make amazing paintings. You should apply. And she applied to make Ellen's artwork. And then she got approached back, asked to do all of the characters, like do a portrait for all of the characters. And I was just like, holy shit. And we all freaked out. And then she got the job. She made the portraits, and I think 5 months after that, 5 months after she got it, it's where the like actual campaign started. And then the guy who works at the company asked her back again, asked her if she knew anybody in the community who could potentially host like a Q&A. And then she knew that I have done stuff like TF Connect. I've done Team Fabulous 2 Reanimated, other projects like that. So she just told them me, and then all of a sudden I got reached out by this company, by Streamly, which is an amazing company. They're all super nice, and freaking. It was in the middle of a holiday. This is like a funny coincidence because it was the first time my channel was experiencing like actual growth. So I had just made like a meme that was like quote viral or whatever, I guess you could say that. So it was like growing, and I was really happy, and I had planned to upload videos while I was on that trip. And then, like the first night, I go to sleep and I wake up at 3 a.m. or so, just like in Five Nights at Freddy's, to see that my account got hacked and terminated. So I didn't have an account. And then the funny thing is, like the same day that happened, I got reached out to by Streamly, and they wanted to do the Q&A live stream together. And I was like, great. When is it? And they're like, oh, it's in 10 days. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I need to get home from the vacation, and I need to get my channel back, and I need to get everything ready in 10 days. And I'm like, okay, I don't even know if I can get my channel back, because this was like before it started happening to a lot of people. So it wasn't like a big thing already. Like it was kind of new, the whole like getting your channel taken over, terminated, and then getting it reopened. Luckily, it only took like a day or two to get it reopened, and it was all good. But then I only had like a week to set up the stream. But I still said yes, because I think that taking chances is like a big thing in your life that you need to do. And then I did that, and then I don't know, almost like a year went by, and I sort of talked to the voice actors here and there, doing like videos, doing my own videos, stuff like that. And then we did TF Connect together, where they came on the charity and they signed a bunch of posters for that, and it was great. And then we got to around January, where they were starting to talk about their new campaign, and I was asked to host another online Q&A. And then instead of just doing that, I approached them with like, what if I told you that I have some ideas that could truly like that could be really big if we did that together? And they said, yeah, sure, but they don't have like a big budget for this. So I had to pay all of my own money, literally bankrupt myself to fly all the way to the USA and then do the video with them, where I also met some of my friends from online for the first time. And it was amazing trip. And yeah, that's just how it went. So it's like just I guess
How much
year
did that
working
whole
with
how much did that whole operation cost? Like, doing the setting up the computers and everything.
Ooh, well, that didn't cost much because I have friends who brought stuff, because that's the good thing about having friends, I guess. So I could actually contact like people I knew in America and be like, "Hey, could I borrow your PC for this? And could I borrow that for this, that for that?" But nobody had like actual filming set gear. So I had to buy that all myself, like lighting, the widescreen that you see in the background. Many of my friends told me not to do it, that it wasn't worth it, but it was worth it. I swear, because it's, going that step further to look professional is always worth it.
Did
So
you
a lot of
did you buy
setup
it or
stuff we
rent
had.
it?
What?
Did you
Oh,
buy
I
this?
bought it.
Oh, you
I-
bought it. That's just like that's loads of money though. That's like
Funny thing,
oh,
I
wow.
actually,
wait, so you bought it, but you don't live in America. So
No,
what,
it was
did you
because I.
send it back over? Or did you just
Here's a
leave it
funny
there?
story. So I was gonna bring it back home, but I realized I didn't have enough space in my packaging. I was gonna give it to maybe some of my other TF2 YouTuber friends who were there, but it was all like less than a week. So all of the planning and all of that stuff was really just fast. So every decision had to be made like almost when it was happening. So I ended up literally just leaving behind the lights and the screen. Like actually just throwing it in the Airbnb that we stayed in.
you just left it in a
I just
hotel.
left it in the
The
Airbnb.
fuck?
Yeah.
That's expensive though. That's like
That-
hundreds
that-
of quid.
I know.
That's
Hey,
such a waste.
What the
You
hell?
could have
Dude,
brought,
dude,
you could have brought it to like a pawn shop.
You
or
could have
something.
refunded it.
no, because I don't remember. Okay, listen, you gotta think logistics. All right.
Logistics.
Okay, so if I were to refund it, I would have to get a lift because we don't have a car. I would have to get a lift, which already costs extra money, and then I have to get another one to go back home, which costs a lot of money, and then to the airport, etc. If I were to try and sell it, I wouldn't have time to sell it, and I wouldn't have time to meet up, etc. All that. So it was really the only option, sadly. Again, I tried to give them to my friends, but nobody really wanted it, and it's like, okay, whatever.
How about this,
Um,
Shark? How about this? What if you recorded a wholesome video where you're like, "Oh, can I give you this lighting equipment or double it and give it to the next person?"
Yeah, do like
Yeah, I
a Mr.
should've
Beast.
done
Do like
that.
a
Oh, yeah,
Mr.
you
Could have
Beast.
just done that.
I was actually planning to film a bunch of like TikTok kind of content. I filmed a bit of it because I realized like I need to get with the times. And also I don't know how TikTok works, so I haven't really used any of it. Only like 2 clips. But look, I had to buy it all in America. I couldn't get it back home, which is why it's so sad. But that stuff just happens sometimes.
So,
So the room cleaner was probably
Yeah,
the
fucking
room
housekeeper
cleaner was
was-
fucking rolling. in it.
Housekeep must have been well happy.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
You're gonna see an upcoming like YouTube.
maybe it was like maybe it was
How
an
I-
upcoming YouTuber. It's like
It's gonna be the next Mr.
Yo, my
Beast.
god, could you
How I
imagine?
got my start.
That is
Some-
like God coming down and just giving you all this expensive equipment for free. That's like gotta be like a sign.
some fucking idiot left all his camera equipment.
Well, hey, yeah, it happens sometimes, and it just sucks.
I guess-
That must have cost you like 500 quid a minimum for all that shit.
No, because we were okay. So actually, the funny thing is that we technically left the widescreen behind, but we also technically didn't,
What?
because this is a really funny story, and I hope it didn't get caught onto. So we were always looking for the wide backdrop. We couldn't find like a proper one, so we ended up going to Walmart and getting like a giant projector for having outside in the summer, right? Because that kind of worked. If you frame it right, it works. So we bought that, and that was like $100, right?
Mhm.
But I didn't pay for this one. My friend paid for it because we were going to return it, right? Because there was a return policy, and we could return it the day after. Our friend who actually had a car, who was going home pretty soon after, he bought it. And also, Mix, I know you're saying Facebook Market. I bought the lights off Facebook Marketplace. So but yeah. So basically, we returned the screen. But then after my friend drove off with the screen on the last day, I realized that in the kitchen in the Airbnb, the actual screen was still there. So I was like, fuck. Like, he's gonna not get those $100 back, and he's gonna be pissed at me. Even though like it wasn't me. I didn't bring it inside. Somebody brought it inside from the car, which was a bit annoying. So he just went with an empty box that just only had the like stand stuff in it. But somehow he returned it without the actual screen. So hey, it worked. It works. Hey.
So Walmart, if you are looking for the person who scammed you, they are right here. Their name is Shork.
It's not
them
me. It
all.
was
Yeah,
one of my
what
other
Walmart
two
gonna do? They're
YouTuber
gonna
friends,
fly
but I'm not
over and
gonna
find
say
it.
who. I'm
It's
not gonna
probably-
say who.
It's probably Zenith. He's the type of guy to do that.
We're just gonna just accuse everybody.
Everybody I know fucking associated with that.
It was El Maxo because he doesn't like the fucking Benz.
Well, the hell, Maxo was not
Go.
in America. He did not.
I don't care. It was El Maxo. Get him arrested.
It was me, guys.
Um,
I did it.
Okay.
Yeah, it actually
um,
was party.
So you're saying you it wasn't actually you who got in contact with the voice actors. Streamly contacted you on behalf of them. Like,
Yeah.
was it? That's
What?
because I thought it was. I always thought it was the other way around. I thought
No,
you
and
always.
I've been trying to debunk this every time somebody says it, and now it's like so many people says it. It's like it's hard to actually say it. It's like every single one of these streams is for Streamily. It's only like through the actual work with them that I've formed like a connection and knowledge to the voice actors. Like originally, I was just like a YouTuber that they were told to work with.
Okay.
Awesome.
How long did those did you do the signings there? Because I know you signed like posters and stuff.
Me?
No, not you, but like the voice actors. Were
Yeah.
signings done there?
Yeah, there was like a absurdly long line. I think that you can find it on like Twitter or something like that. The line at PAX East in Boston was like you've probably never seen a line that long. People stood in line, and I mean this, for 4 or 5 hours, and like actually just stood there to get the autograph.
I would.
And it's like a long time, but it's because there's so many people, and the voice actors are the nicest people ever, so they'll take your time with you and they'll actually talk to you. They won't just go like, okay, here's your signing next, which is super nice. And then that's just kind of like being there in person with them was really incredible.
Really nice, but not very time efficient. If it was a
Yeah.
giant line.
I would have loved. I would have loved to have been there. Do you think like the TF2 voice actors? How do I say this? Do you think they've got like more of a love for the game now that they've done? Like, I know they don't really play the game, but for the community more so, should I say? Do you think they have like more of a love for the community now that they've done all these events?
Yeah, they definitely do. Because they've like again, a few of them hadn't realized the actual like the massive community that is behind this game until recently. Like with the some even didn't kind of like fully grasp it until the stuff last year. Like when they started realizing, like, whoa, this is huge, and then they started doing those skits together and all that. And I think my favorite my favorite thing about all of that was Ellen the other day. She told me like she literally told the stream, "Oh, nowadays I just do whatever Shark tells me."
I was gonna mention that. I was watching that. She was just like, I do everything Shork tells me to.
It's like I don't tell her to do stuff. I don't tell her to do stuff. I like if I ever approach them with stuff, right? I've literally never approached Ellen asking her for anything. But I like the line. It's fun. But it's like it just sounds like a lot of people could be like, wait, so he just gets you guys to do stuff all the time? It's like, no. The only thing I've like directly gotten them to kind of do now is like the reason, I don't know if you guys saw it. I made a video with John, which was like a response, like a
The
fake
PC
drama.
gamer?
Yeah, like a fake drama response to PC Gamer. And that was just I gave him that idea, and I was like, hey, do you want to make this with me? I think it would be really fun to make together. And he just said yes. And Ellen just jumped on it. Like she was just totally fine with it, and it went well. And now Robin wants to do one as well.
They're all legends. They
Wait,
are.
Robin?
Robin Atkin Downs.
Oh, why was I thinking fucking Robin Walker?
Yeah,
Oh,
why,
that's
why would he even be there?
Let's just say one of my secrets involve him. But
Oh, the big secret!
Ooh.
Is it
Oh,
finally
the
to reveal the?
secret.
Is it time
He's
to reveal
letting
the
it
secret?
slip, fellas.
Shit!
I got a lot of secrets.
Is it time to reveal them?
No.
Not yet.
I remember one time.
Guys.
I don't know if you. I don't know if this is entirely relevant, but I was at a Comic-Con in Scotland. We're waiting in line to see the voice actor for Erasmus, and I really wanted.
Nolan
To,
North.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nolan North. He's not really known for that as much, but like
No,
I
'cause he's-
No, because he's Nathan fucking Drake.
And he's
Exactly.
hyper famous, yeah.
exactly yeah. But I was gonna be the only person there gonna make him do a Erasmus voice.
Oh my god, could you imagine that you rock up to Nolan North and be like, can you do the Erasmus voice?
Yeah, no, I was
would do
I
the
was the
same.
only one who wanted him to do that, and he was so happy to do it. He's a legend.
He also voiced Soldier briefly in Expiration Date because
Right, I remember that.
And engineer as well.
Yeah, engineered too, because Rick May had issues with his lungs at the time. So the like high pitched stuff and screaming, that's all Nolan North. He's just really great, and all
Wait,
it's
it wasn't all Nolan North in that short?
no, not all of it.
There was bits of Rick May, but
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think more the stuff near the end where they're fighting is like
Exactly.
Nolan North.
Like the I teleported bread. That's
And
not
then I think I might be wrong.
I couldn't tell.
All of Engineer's lines are Nolan North.
they might be. And that's another thing. Oh my god. For everybody watching, please like a lot of people just go to me and act like I'm like in charge of like like the voice actors. They're like, why do you never invite the scout and engineer on here? Why are you so mean? Why do you hate them? Are you like
I do
mean?
hate them.
They're banned from my birthday party.
And I'm like, they don't wanna. Please, like, they don't wanna. It's fine. Like,
Have you
let
asked them?
be.
Have you asked? Did they ever give a response?
Okay, one, Nathan literally just like quit the internet, so he's doing his like normal job, and he's not interested in doing online stuff anymore. Had a whole like message and everything. And two, Grant Goodeve is not interested either because he is currently just working in Hollywood, and this was a minor role for him as it was for everybody else until the like fans got to them. So Grant Goodeve is not interested either, and it's also really had to like reach out to him.
Quite unfortunate.
Because he's again he's quite famous. He's like a speaker kind of thing. So that's one of the only ways to actually get in contact is getting him to speak at an event, and that costs a bit of money.
Imagine
So-
you invite him to speak at an event. He shows up, and all of the questions are about TF2.
Yeah, see, that's the thing I don't want. I don't like I think that it's very important to respect the voice actors because they're really great people. All of them are really super nice. And I just don't sometimes it's just a bit disheartening to see the how the community treats them because they're like, but do the line, or they're like, oh, yeah, it's
Sing
really
Engineer
annoying.
Gaming, Sing Minute Gaming.
Yeah, I'm not gonna not lie, but the gaming stuff has really gotten tiresome. Like,
I know the
just leave
gaming
them alone.
I like the gaming stuff. It's just like I hope I don't see people who don't understand like only find it ironically funny now. I don't get how that's still a thing because it's not really funny. I think I for the like just for the meme for the ironic meme I had JB blank say sex and hail gaming and like
Yeah.
within an hour I think there was like 10 videos of just the like bad meme and it's like oh okay yeah.
It was
They-
funny with Engineer the first time, but it's just
Yeah,
gotten
yeah.
like
the good thing
tired.
about it now is that everybody has said it, so we don't have to deal with any more fucking. I don't know what are they gonna get next? Fucking Pumpkin Bomb Gaming or some shit like that.
Didn't they get a
Wait,
Robin Walker game?
wait, hold up. Why did somebody just randomly shout out everyone Shork is a groomer?
Where?
What?
In the
Where?
chat.
The
I only
fuck?
groom my dog. Just saying.
Okay. Oh yeah, we might.
Let's not encourage him.
can't see it.
I won't call out their name.
Yeah.
No, scroll up a small bit. Just fucking delete the message and mute them.
Yeah,
That's just saying it's fine.
He's just trying. He's trying
I'm
to.
not like
He's trying to predict.
I'm not
what the
trying to
secret-
hide any. That's not my secret. I'm not.
That's not my scene.
I was gonna say he's trying to predict the secret.
And also, Cone Man Nolan North has said Marasmus Gaming.
Ah,
So
fuck.
we later. No, but the good thing is nobody will ever fucking say
No,
it again because there's
didn't
no
they
more
do-
voice actors to say it.
Didn't Robin Walker say Robin Walker Gaming? Like, what is even the logic behind
Oh
that?
my
Like, why?
That doesn't even make sense anymore.
Like, why did you ask him that?
It's just I'm trying to think. Is there any more? Oh well, actually, you could get. No, I'm not even gonna put fucking ideas in people's heads.
I was gonna say, what about Miss Pauling?
Yeah, I was gonna say Miss Pauling.
Is she, what about her? Who's her voice actor? Actually,
she's
really
she's
famous.
What's her name?
She's famous as well. She does
She's
work for
she's Chloe from Life is Strange.
Oh.
yeah.
And also a lot of other big things that I can't name right now. But I think her name is Ashley Birch.
Yes.
Of course you know Sam.
I think the funniest lines in TF2 might actually go to her. that people don't even think about.
Those
There was,
are
like,
contract
it's
ones,
yeah,
so you can't even hear
the
it.
I've never heard them
expiration
in game
date
once.
contract.
Never ever heard
Yes.
them in
Or
game.
no, the fucking what's it called? What's that update called? Balls.
Tough
Gunmetal.
break,
Gun.
Tough break.
No, not gun metal.
tough break.
Tough break. There we go.
The only time you hear those now is if you go on Trade Minecraft and then they play those like voice lines for their server like credits or
Great,
whatever. That's
fantastic.
the only time you hear it.
Yeah.
If you actually-
but
if
they're
you-
good. They're fun.
If you go in the game files, like I see this a lot when you go on like SFM and shit. There's like so many voice lines of, like the mercs you will never hear in game, and it's like
yeah, like the 6v6 voice lines.
yeah, shit like that. And it's like I like think, have I ever heard this line? And like you can't really tell if it's just because like you never like because like a lot of them are like
they
written-
hear it in
They do.
videos.
I swear they do use the 6v6 voice lines in
I
the
mean,
game,
they
don't
do, but only in like Valve comp. So
All right.
oh, so
so
never.
it's like it's kind of weird, and again, it's because they're pretty uncharacteristic. Like a soldier goes, "Who's gonna be a roamer?"
Yeah.
Or like I'll be
Shut up.
pocket. You be a roamer."
I got pocket or something like that. It's fucking. I used to be in a competitive team and there was a guy and he had those as a fucking keybind, and whenever we won a round, he would just like turn on voice chat and then just spam like I've got roamer or some shit like that.
Yeah,
It's so out of pocket.
yeah, the lines are weird.
They went
But-
through so much effort to record those and
Yeah.
put them in the game, and it's just not
True.
used.
But what I was going to say, do you think if in the very, very rare chance TF2 is to get another update, do you think the developers would be interested in getting the voice actors to record more
Yes.
lines?
Yes.
You would.
Like that, like because okay. So first of all, this is my like again. This is something everybody who thinks kind of rational would think. If the developers look at the community, like the concurrent community, and want to modernize it, make a big update, listen to us, they're gonna know. Like they know everything about the voice actors, and of course they like do that because it's not because they don't have the money, right? So it's like if they wanted to make a big TF2 update, they wouldn't like save on they wouldn't try to save on money, of course, because it's just because TF2 is just TF2, and that's why it doesn't get that many big updates. But if they did actually, I don't want to call it cave in because I feel like it's a given that they should support this community that's still ongoing. But if they
Giving them
do
money.
an update, of course, like I think that they would rehire the voice actors. Like why would they not?
I do want to mention though, if you remember in Jungle Inferno for the SFM short, you may have noticed that the only voice actor they got back for it was Scout, and they also got in, was it what's his name, Saxon Hale, yeah. So like,
because that's when what's it called, Nathan Vetterline was streaming and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
but it's like,
he used to be the only active like voice actor in the community, and now
It's such bad timing for his whole
Yeah.
internet quiddle.
I mean, it is. It's like I only talked to him briefly about a movie he was in once, but yeah, and I couldn't. He told me he would send me a Blu-ray of it, but we never got to that point. It was sad, but he's also such a funny guy. He's the one who has probably the biggest online archive of stuff, and people don't even know about it. He has a channel called Unkempt Pubes where he used to actually make skits. After
what the fuck?
like that's the name of the channel. It's a great channel.
It's a great channel.
I would recommend any
I
TF2.
saw that it has like a ninja, like a dollar store ninja, like sketch
No.
or something.
I don't even know if that's on that channel. I think so, yeah. But it's like I remember it was so weird because the whole thing about becoming like a YouTuber or whatever is like you don't really think about like that like it's weird because all of a sudden there's a lot of people listening to you, and all of a sudden you realize that things you thought and just assumed were big weren't like actually as big as they were. Like I used to watch all of these videos back then when I was like a kid. So I made a video about the Scout's voice actor that actually got like 1 million views, and I like told people about the channel, and I expected like most people to be like, "Oh, I know it. I don't know it," and stuff like that. But I just realized like he actually I don't even know how many, but he gained like subscribers from my video, which just feels weird, you know. And seeing like your childhood idol like not being as big as you thought, it was so I want everybody to watch that because it's fucking amazing content. Like, go watch it. Have you not watched all the videos? Go watch them, please.
Never heard
I
of
used
unkempt
to
pubes.
watch his live streams, and he used to invite
Yeah,
people.
but that was not Uncompute. That was Tilly of Destiny. Okay, that
Yeah,
sounded
yeah,
mean,
but like
but
same
it's just like,
person.
yeah.
But yeah, no, he used to play TF2 with his viewers, and I actually a good couple of times I used to play with him. He mained heavy, if yes.
Yeah,
Um,
that's also a thing. He
yeah.
mains heavy for like
Yeah.
the scout mains heavy. So
Betrayal.
Yeah,
Heartbreak.
but
betrayal.
I feel hurt.
I think that the best stuff that Nathan did was whenever he would like redo his voice lines. I think that's just so genius, and I miss that. You know, like when he'd get a request and he'd like do the voice line pitch perfect. And that's why I got a bit sad the other day because we were trying to do that on the live stream, but because of how not everybody is well super duper good at technology, it's kind of hard to navigate that when it's not in person. So I'm looking forward to do more stuff with them in person because it's going to be way easier, and I think that we're going to be able to make some really good stuff, and hopefully it's going to create some waves which would help build towards like, I don't know, the
With like
community taking notice.
redoing lines, one thing that always like sort of makes me sad, it's like you know, you hear these lines so many times, not only like in game but in like YouTube videos and everything, especially if you like grew up with like TF2 content. Like here you go, Waylon says in chat like Nathan can't replicate most of Scout lines anymore perfectly because he's sort of lost that sort of
What?
thing.
No, he
uh
didn't. Bro,
I've heard this. I've
I
heard
I
this.
I would
that's
agree with.
one video. That's one video. And that's not the same because that's not replicating like a voice line. It's replicating like an emotion. And when it's something you yell out, it's not something you can like perfectly replicate. You know,
And
like, so that makes sense. It's not because they lose the voice. And I don't like, but like, I know I sound very upset, but a lot of people say this, and I hate it because it's not true. People say like, oh, Gary lost his voices, except stuff like that, right? No, it's because when Gary was recording his his voices, he was in an audio studio, he had water, and all the voice lines are pitched or like pitched down because that's how the heavy's voice works. I think heavy's voice is actually pitched up, and Demo Man's voice is pitched down, but I don't remember fully, like, because there's after the fact editing on most of them. But I do remember the video that he didn't hit it perfectly. But then you can also hear him like with an easier word, like he can still hit like the bonk word like perfectly and make it sound identical to in game.
And like you should keep in mind that like
I
a lot of the voice actors, right? You have these voice lines that you've heard thousands of times, like, but in your mind, you know, hundreds of times, and you know them.
Yeah,
off,
it's never
you
gonna
know,
sound
you know
exactly
how
the
they
same.
you know how they
Yeah.
sound, and if you just ask him to say it off the top improv with not in a studio, no, you might have a sore throat, you might be feeling ill, you know, just off the spot. It's obviously not going to be perfect, is it?
I
Yeah.
will say though, I don't think the voice, when if we're talking specifically about Nathan Betterline, I don't think he hasn't lost the scout voice at all, but I think he's definitely what's the word? He not over exaggerates his line delivery. I get that's the only. It's more exaggerated. His line delivery than like if you listen to like the first lines recorded for a scout, they're very they're still. I can't think of words right now. Fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like
No,
in the
I don't-
studio one, he's been like cut and like, you know, it's been like cut up with
Again,
multiple takes and
Yes.
shit. But I'm like,
It's like, again, it's very different, like real life from studio, and then also we as fans who have thousands of hours in the game, we consume those lines and we just hear them like as facts rather than, you know, something like that. When we play the line for them, they'll hear the words. When we play the line for us, right, like with Medic, who's like, I'm going to saw through your bones, we hear like, na 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 na, right? Like we know the rhythm of it, we know the pitches and everything, and
That
that's
is a good
why it
point.
doesn't sound alike. like because we just know it in our heads because we've heard it like tens of thousands of times. So it's like, of course, they're not gonna get that the pitch right unless it's like a very famous thing from like a movie or something that they like exactly know. Like they can do it right because they know it and have seen like the video and stuff. But with the voice line in game, again, they don't play the game. They've probably never heard those lines after actually doing the first recordings. So they just replicate the words rather than the like flow and pitch.
They're people, not machines.
I've seen people like ask Gary Schwartz on about 4 or 5 separate occasions to say "putis,"
Oh
and
my
he
god!
just
Oh my
doesn't
God.
understand. He just like
That makes me
leave him alone.
cringe.
Just leave him alone.
I think I got him to say it right on the stream.
It was on stream as well, yeah.
But I think he said it right that time. It's just hard to explain because you have to say like you have to explain how it's 2 words actually put together in one, and it doesn't even make sense. And it's like, yeah.
I've seen that he's seen him be on like podcasts, and then the interviewer is just like, "Say putis."
Oh, I hate that. I don't.
With no context, it makes
Just
it
no,
like-
it doesn't even explain it or anything. Just say putis.
Just
again,
say it.
I know they
What?
don't mind. I know they don't
He's like,
mind.
what?
But personally, like again, they don't mind. But personally, it's just like when people approach them without that like filter of thinking that they're like knowing they're actors and they're not the actual character. Like they're not the character from the Gmod videos, right? Like they're not that. They are an actor who did this job a long time ago. I don't like when people don't take that into considerations. And it's like I've literally seen videos hating on them because they didn't play. No, I've seen comments hating on them because they hadn't tried the game. It's like, what?
Why would they try the game? They have no reason to.
It's like, hey, do you want to do this job? You're this class. By the way, we have cinematics, so you can watch it all. Like you can watch the movies, and you don't have to play the game. And they're like, yeah, oh my god, I love this guy. I kind of know who he is now from the cinematics, and I don't even need to play the game. So they just move on, do new jobs, and then people just go like, so what's your opinion on the Islander? Do you think it's fair? Like people actually have whenever I do Q&A, I have to filter out all those questions because people actually ask about in-game stuff as if they played it for like 10 years like we have. And it's really frustrating.
Well, I just completely unrelated. I'm not allowed to say putis at my dad's house because my baby sister repeats it and nobody knows what it means.
I'm pinning
Damn.
that. It's just like, there's that clip with Gary Schwartz where it's like, "Can you say putis?" And he just stops for 5 seconds, just like, "What?"
I think that's such a good one.
Yeah,
But it's
and
like these
just
poor boys, they don't understand. Just like leave them alone. They're like, come on.
Just like Shork said, just like at least just explain the context so they know.
Yeah.
people will be like, hey, what's your favorite Gmod video?
Like what? What is?
And then they'll
Gmod?
be like, gee, what?
Gee,
Because it's like that doesn't make like they don't know, and it's like SFM, like what does that mean? It's just people just don't have that filter. People don't really consider it, and I get it because everybody's excited, but it's just like, yeah, they're learning a lot though. Like they're learning it.
They will know. They will know eventually. Then you can ask those questions.
I think the
Yeah,
best.
you just need to plug Gary into like YouTube to just consume 10 years worth of Gmod animation.
Just have him sit in front of a monitor,
Just,
play
like,
constant TF2 videos.
eyes taped
We have to
open.
do the goddamn like oh my god,
Clockwork
Clockwork
Orange
Orange
thing.
scene, but like with all the Gmod videos
Clockwork
and all the
Orange.
commentary videos and
Nah,
everything.
he would do it voluntarily. He loves it. He's like Ralph 2501. He just loves that shit.
Well, talking about Gary, did you guys know that Gary's previous comedy partner made the Furby?
Really?
What?
Yeah, fun fact.
Small world.
That is
I know.
weird.
I know so many facts.
You should start a YouTube short series, TF2 Facts.
He's
TF2
already,
Furby
well,
facts.
he's already a big.
Really,
No,
Sam? Really?
Shut up. Shut up. I thought you were being serious.
Really, Sam?
Yeah,
It's
I should
just-
start doing YouTube videos.
Yeah, when's that happening? When's that on the horizon?
I don't know. YouTube's a scary world.
It is a very scary place. You go on his live stream for 2 seconds, people already calling you out for grooming. You know what I mean?
Worst thing is, I think it's a fan, so I think they just said it to get me to see it.
It's not
Yeah,
his secret,
and
guys.
you fed it. So good job.
True, I fell for it. Man. So, do you guys have more questions? Was that just one question?
No,
or
no,
like...
no. We have topics.
We have topics. We don't
Yeah,
do
yeah. I was
questions.
just telling Indy right now. It's time to switch up
Yeah,
to the next one.
we did touch briefly on the TF2 developers. So before we switch topics, what we usually do is we conclude this one. So Shork, with the TF2 voice actors, like working with them, can you just sum it up in one sentence how your experience has been so far?
Well, it's a lot of fun, and they're all really lovely people, and I'm honestly honored that they wanted to do stuff with me outside of just the stuff that we like work together on. It's like, wow, they like me, and then I get happy, and then I do a little dance, and that's basically it. And
Cool.
also, it was really cool being in America with them.
Of course, they like you, Shork. Who doesn't like you? Legend.
Legend.
Status.
All right. So next topic, we're gonna have to corner you a bit here a bit, Short.
Oh, are you gonna go? You guys gonna go
step-
after my secret?
Yeah, it's time
Not
for the
yet,
secret.
not yet.
Oh, I want to go after a secret.
Ah, my secret.
All in due time. He needs to lower his guard. So basically, without stepping too much into Valve News Network territory here, do you think that we could ever, since the TF2 voice actors are so involved with the community, do you think it's possible to get like the original developers, like their names are Robin Walker, is it Kelly Bailey, if I'm not wrong? There's a bunch of those like people who've been with Team Fortress, not TF2, Team Fortress since day one. Do you think it's like possible to get them on these like Q&A streams, or are they like too busy for that? Has that been tried? Or yeah,
Well, the thing is, Robin Walker is already very involved with the community. Actually, he plays TF2. He was. It's kind of funny how we make it like a spotting, but he was recently spotted where a lot of people realized he has a Valve Golden Pan,
What the fuck?
and it was like he was just playing casual, so he's just chilling. He still likes the game. He's annually on TF Connect, so he's enjoying it. And I do have some plans, but I can't reveal much.
Shit, is that the big secret?
No, I think we're closing in.
I have multiple big
It's
secrets.
multiple big. It's not just one, boys. Don't have to get strap in.
Oh shit!
Shit.
But have you thought about others like am I saying it right? Is it Kelly Bailey?
Who's Kelly Bailey?
Isn't he like one of the TF2 like OGs?
I have no clue who that is.
Well, so again, these lives again, I'd love to do stuff with them as well, but that's something I need to develop in the future, because it's kind of different, and I don't want to end up having like a mix match of like everything. So things need to be separate, and things need to be worked out, and effort needs to be put into it. So it's not something you can just like put somebody on the podcast like. Because as a lot of people also think, they'll be like, oh yeah, if you put them in the Q&A with like the developers, they're gonna reminisce over their like the good old times where they used to develop the games together, like and then it's like, huh, like people thinks that TF2 voice actors helped develop the game for some reason. And I got comments like they didn't even play the game that they helped develop, and it's like, what? That's not how it works.
I can imagine like Dennis like next on the desk like no, change that, I don't like that.
I don't think Gary Schwartz knew how to code, mate.
Like, dude, imagine J.K. Rowling calls an 11-year-old Daniel Radcliffe and it's like, hey, get on the script, start writing, we gotta get this movie ready. It's like it's the same thing. Like that's again not how it works.
Yeah,
But,
source spaghetti is Gary's fault.
yeah.
You need to confront him about that.
But I'd love to do stuff with them, and I have some plans with in different ways that again I don't want to reveal, but I do want to do stuff. I guess that's all I can say.
Also, a bit of a correction on my part. My personal fact checker, Waylon. Kelly Bailey is the like Half-Life composer. He's
Yeah,
not got
I
nothing
was
to
like,
do.
I was like, who are you talking about? I've never
I
heard of this
don't
person.
know. There's this other like guy. It's just the name has eluded me, so we will move on.
There's
from the...
Robin Walker and is it Eric Smith? I think.
Yeah. I think so.
My name is Eric too.
Yo.
I thought your name was Shork.
Oh.
I remember I was like, when I was doing Team Fabulous 2 Reanimated, I reached out to Eric. I don't remember. I think it was because I had to reach out for the blog post. And I remember like being like, because I was only, I think I was 18 or 17, and I had to reach out and be like, I had to find something smart to say in the beginning. So I was like, "Hey Eric, my name is Eric too." And it was just like, why did I add that? It was like an email about a charity event, and I did not have to say that. And now I just look back on it and I regret it.
He's probably forgotten, so it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think he's. I don't
definitely.
think he's thinks about it every day.
But what if he's gonna like? What if it's gonna be like, they're gonna hear about me or something? Because I'm gonna be like, if I go to Seattle at some point because I want to see the Valve HQ, and I'm like, I request like, because you can request getting like a tour, and it's pretty normal. But then they'll see like Eric, and I'll have like AKA this or whatever, and then he'll be like, oh, that guy, he's the guy who sent me the cringe email.
That's going to happen.
No,
that is going to happen.
no.
You should think about that every single day.
No, it's like he's not gonna remember. He's gonna get thousands of emails a day. Like he's not gonna remember the specific one. We said, "Hello, my name is Eric." It's like it's
Also,
not. It's like wholesome about it, if anything.
Wayland fact checker. And again, I meant Jill. Jill.
Who is Jill? Like, what does Jill do?
Developer.
Jill made rocket jumping, I think.
Or, no, it wasn't.
No,
rocket
that was a complete lie that I just made
Yeah,
up.
what the fuck is wrong with you? Is that what you're talking about? You're just making up lies. No, I was like, I remember because Jill is the one who's like in cahoots with Tyler McVicker. He's like his like man on the inside. Because I remember.
I don't think that's true.
No, because I remember in his old videos he'd be like, "So I spoke to my insider Jill, and he's giving me some information."
Like my secret insider Jill.
I don't know if this is real or not though.
No, I don't. He does have a quote unquote insider at Valve, but I don't think it's Jill. Otherwise, Jill would have been fired years ago.
I'm just saying, if you got the TF2, I don't think the TF2 devs are like the quote unquote TF2 devs are like actually
real.
Like, they're like, I feel like they're just kind of like multiple people who do many other things apart from TF2. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. I mean, do you guys not even know Robin Walker directed Half-Life Alyx?
Exactly. So like, you can't. They're not really exclusively the TF2 devs. You know what I mean? I feel like it's more like Valve as a whole. It's Valve as a whole you would have to interview. And like if you, the one thing I'm like worried about that if you did a Q&A with like the people who worked on quote unquote worked on TF2, that you're just gonna get thousands of questions. Why won't you update the game? When's the next update?
Dude, people ask the voice actors that. It's stupid.
Yeah, like Gary doesn't know when the next update's coming out, does he? Like he's got no idea.
Why do we always use Gary as an example?
He's like my personal favorite. He just seems so happy.
He is so good.
Gary's nice. He used to be a mime. Super chill guy. If you guys want to see him do monkey sounds in a Klondike bar ad, you can find that online.
What?
Yeah, he's an actor. He's been in stuff.
I saw your like YouTube short on like his gig is like on like a live action video game.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. It's so we've been talking about this topic for long enough, I think.
Really?
Oh wait. No, you didn't change the like thing. That's why I was so confused. I was
like,
oh my god, we still
working with the TF2 team.
Never mind, I'm fucking brain rotted.
Indy, what's wrong with you today?
Do I work with the TF2 team? Huh?
No, he means like if we could,
is it possible?
Yeah.
Would it happen?
By the way, Sam's like parents are like harassing him, so that's why he's not speaking.
Should we get Waylon in?
Sam, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Oh no, he's here. Okay.
Oh, all right.
What was it saying? I don't think there's really much we can like say to this. Like, if they did get on, it would probably just be they wouldn't like. I don't think they would stick around as much as the voice actors because there's
like a whole issue with finding finding like people who are like fully associated with developing TF2. This thing is like some people are like, oh, let's interview Gabe Newell. Gabe Newell doesn't know anything about TF2.
No,
like,
Gabe is like going around giving out Steam decks. Like he doesn't do anything, man. He's just sitting.
Okay, I am back. I can actually talk now. My
Sammy.
dad is leaving. He's going to France.
All right.
Oh.
Will you ever see him again?
He won't interrupt my fucking podcast.
Yeah, boy,
again.
John, I hated you anyway.
No, he's going to France for work anyway.
We
it was a good time to meet you because I actually had nothing to contribute. To
we
that
were saying like,
conversation.
what was I saying right now? I was saying something really smart. I forgot.
No,
Well, okay, to sum up this thing, I do want to make stuff with them, but with the annual like live stream, that specifically, I don't think that's like possible. But there's a lot of other opportunities and a lot of things that people don't really explore that I have plans to look into.
so it's not out of the table.
There we
but it's
go.
like, I don't think it would be anything big. It wouldn't be like the voice actors. I think
Oh,
they,
I
think
have
they
something
lost-
very big,
Oh,
but
he's got a big secret.
Secret.
We've been building
That's
up to
not a
this.
it's not a confirmed secret. It's a secret plan.
It's a
at the moment.
half secret, secret in development.
Kinda,
How
yeah.
many? Can you tell us how many secrets you have?
I think I have like, I don't know.
See,
Maybe.
that's why
Maybe.
he's like twitching. He's like ready to like unleash the secrets. But he's
I'm
holding
gonna-
back.
I'm gonna
tell.
I'm gonna tell everyone right now that I do know the secret, and it's taking every like bone and muscle in my
Well,
body
that's
to
just-
just
that's
not
one
like
of the
reveal it live.
And yeah, he wouldn't fucking tell me. I was trying to be like, come on.
I know,
Because
I-
I was like, I was like, oh yeah. So he was like, oh the secret you told me about, because I said it in a chat once, and then I realized like, oh, it's a public chat. I should probably delete it. And he saw it. But then in this group chat where there's like two people who were not involved in that conversation, he like brings up the secret and just says, it's the secret, and then just says it out loud while he like promised me he would keep it a secret. And I was like, oh, okay.
Sure, I'm gonna be honest.
Sorry,
I'm-
Shork.
Come on,
right,
come
I'm
on,
gonna-
Shork, tell me.
No,
Like,
I'm gonna be honest, right? First
It's
off, Samji was offline and I wasn't paying attention, so it fell on deaf
Fine,
ears.
You don't fucking-
Fine.
You've got like 2 brain cells, and when they
It's
like
not
fucking
like a-
collide,
okay,
it makes
look.
it hot.
It's not a big secret, but it's a secret that could make a lot of other people sad if it got out, and that's why I don't want to put it out. Like, it's not something I'm keeping for myself at all. It's something that if it gets out, it's just yeah. So I
Wait,
wanted to what?
I thought we were actually. Do you have a?
Will there be a secret reveal?
Will there be a secret reveal?
Will
in
there
this
be a
podcast?
secret reveal?
I could do a little secret reveal. I have another secret.
Oh
So
shit!
Okay,
basically,
okay,
guys,
okay.
let me say everything right now.
Huh?
It's just like I was like looking at that. It's like Shork was like telling like a server full of 80. It had like 80 to 90 members. Like, okay, guys, don't tell anyone. That's like that's not how that works.
But hey, we made sure to delete it.
Add everybody to keep this private.
Guys, all 900 members, don't tell anyone, but
Look, sometimes when I'm talking to like two people specifically in a server, I forget that it's like a public server.
it's not
So-
public, but it's like, you know.
It's not public, but he has a lot of members.
Yeah, so, you know, it's not really, we can't guarantee the safety of the secret with 90 people.
Like people in there.
Either way, it got deleted and now it's a secret again, so it's all good.
I wasn't even listening.
Within the confines of my mind.
Only you and Indy, I think, though, and Joey Cheerio and stuff.
And Joey and Steinfeld, I think.
Yeah, because
I genuinely thought we were getting that secret revealed. in
We're
this
getting a
podcast.
secret revealed at the end, I
Okay,
think.
I know.
They will.
because Joey had a secret. Joey had a secret he wanted to share with me, and then it wasn't really like it was kind of like a weird non-secret secret, but it was cool.
Was it the one where he knew about the direct hit video, so he like stocked about direct hits and he got loads of money?
Yeah, that's what he did. He just does. That's what Joey does. He like waits. He like gets the insider scoop on what weapons Uncle Dane, El Maxo, etc. are like gonna make a video on. Then he buys up a bunch of them.
Insider trading.
That's
Wait,
too
hold on. I zoned out for that. Wait, is this Joey Cheerio or
Yeah, it's
Big Joey?
Joey.
Joey Cheerio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he gets the info of what the next big weapon review is gonna be. Buys all
Alright, guys,
buys all of them, and
insider-
then when the price goes
You
up,
got-
they
you-
sells them all, gets loads of money.
You guys want to know another secret?
Oh yeah, go on.
Oh,
Oh,
go on.
I don't like weapon videos.
Oh
Like
shit!
it's so it's like
Damn.
like I don't watch any YouTubers actually, any TF2 YouTubers really, unless they do like TF2 law or like TF2 taunt or TF2 cosmetic or stuff related stuff. But like I don't know, weapon balancing and all that shit. I don't care. I just want to play my funny hat game.
That's
I
fine.
feel like after a while of watching those, if you watch one backscatter video, you've seen them all, so you don't really need to. You know what I mean?
We've talked about weapon videos before.
We've talked about this several times.
Yeah,
on the
we
podcast.
say that.
It's like
I think
a
some
lot of the
weapons.
time,
Wait.
unless you have like a unique opinion, there's no point in making the 7 million
I also think a weapon review can be like a good vessel to like tell a good story with great
I
editing as
don't know.
well. Like
Yeah, but
that's basically what Lazy Purple does. It's basically just a class review. I mean, like
yeah, but he does class reviews, not weapon reviews.
yeah, but like then Soundsmith does Man's Guide, which is also
Yeah, but I
like
don't
very
watch.
acclaimed.
Okay, that don't say that. That's actually mean because I really Soundsmith is really good, but then again, I don't watch it because it's just about like weapons. So it's like, I remember watching one because he has like the greatest editing, the greatest. He's so good sound, everything like that. But it's just like the weapon videos. It's I see one and I'm like, I don't really care about this weapon. So it's like unless I know that they're bringing enough to the table where it's like, oh wow, this is so funny. Um, I don't really watch it, which makes me feel bad, but it doesn't. I don't have to feel bad because like it's just I don't really play the game like that. Like I just jump in the game and have
Well,
10,000.
that's sort of what my point is.
Yeah,
That's sort of like my point is that you can just use the lens of like a weapon review to like make something really enjoyable, because if you focus less on reading the stats and more on like having like a really funny and engaging script, because I think with any topic, if you're good enough, you can make it fun to watch.
yeah, but I also think that's why it's so hard to get into like a new TF2 YouTuber unless they do something different. Because when you see the thumbnail, it's like, oh, okay, it's a video about the rocket launcher or something like that. It's like, oh, okay, that's gonna be a video about the rocket launcher, and then you don't really get to explore that, and that's kind of sad. But then again, I also do hardly agree with all the people who say like, oh, TF2 isn't getting updates. That means there's no more videos to make on it. It's like no more videos. It's a content drought. I hate when people say that.
You don't believe in the content drought.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
So you think TF2 has a limitless amount of ideas you can do with it?
Yep.
Name one right
Didn't we
now
talk
that's
about
never
this
been
with-
done.
Is it Breadman or
Well,
what? This is-
Name 10 books.
Well, last year I pulled out a fucking series under my bed that I didn't even think about, which was I kind of really like the TF2 voice actors. Let's make a video about it, and I made a series, and they each have like 300K views each, and the Scout one has 1 million views, and that's like an untapped thing. It's like there's always going to be an untapped thing you can talk about. Like there's so much stuff like cut content, old shit. Like literally, I don't believe there's a drought at all. I just think that it's people's creativity that limits them, and that like sounds mean. And there's like, why don't you make like 100 videos? And it's like I don't wanna, I only want to make stuff about the stuff that interests me, and that's true. But then the problem is not a content drought. The content is the problem is a you drought. Like you don't have enough ideas, and that's a problem. And if you need help from the game, that's what you need. But I don't believe that that's the issue. Like I believe there's always a way to find something new.
Yeah, but
I
do you think
genuinely,
it's like,
I,
do you think
I,
it's like harder to get like ideas though, like as time?
I don't
goes
know.
on?
El Maxo came kind of out of nowhere with new stuff as well.
That's true. I'd say Bing Soy was a legendary find.
Like and Bing Soy was like the most. Again, we have a community that is self-sufficient that always can be made new stuff about. There's always going to be new stuff to talk about, and that's just what's so intriguing about it. So it's like when you see like the 20th person making like a video about the golden wrench, how that worked. It's like just dig deeper. Like like if you want to find something interesting, do research. I think the best person I can point to right now was actually a few days ago. He made a video a year ago that was just about it was like an iceberg video about maps. I think the name is Toffinator, and he made a video about lost media in TF2, and he actually said some stuff I've never heard about. So it wasn't even compiling stuff I knew, which it usually is, into a video. But it was like, wow, I didn't even know about this. Like he managed to find. Apparently, there's like a studio that wanted to make a TF2 series, and it got kind of cut, but footage was found from it and stuff like that, and there was cut shots the SFM, the actual Valve was working on, where he actually found stills from it, which weren't from the recent leak, but it was actually from the SFM files, like way back in their old launch, I think.
Wait,
I
but
want to
was
I want to
that not just?
backtrack. I want
Hold
to
on, wait,
backtrack a little bit.
wait.
Sorry, yeah, you
Before we
go ahead.
backtrack, is that TF2 series not the Adult Swim one that they were talking about, or is that something
No,
different?
that's
No, that's a
this is
different one.
another one. This is like a company that made live action skits that teamed up with Machinima to make a series about TF2 where some real life people get transported into the world, and then it was like kind of it was done in it was like SFM animated most of it, but with professional voice acting and some cut in live action footage.
But it wasn't was it professional? Like, was
It
it
was
done by the
professional. It was
team?
like by it was by like it wasn't by Valve, of course, but it was by um like the TV studio that makes stuff like that, productions.
Still
And
pretty
that's why
cool.
it's
I
very
would like to
interesting.
see that. Well, what video is that? Can you like put it in after the
I'll put
end?
it in the
That
yeah.
says that does actually sound quite interesting.
I think it's a good video. And then he also talked about some lost weapon media and stuff like that. It's a good video.
I want to backtrack a little bit, and I want to say that I genuinely disagree with the whole notion that like you really need an original idea. Because this is my opinion, and I genuinely think that
The
like
thing you need it, by the way. Everybody can want to watch stuff, but it's just like some people just don't want to watch stuff they've seen.
you said El Maxo, but let's bring El Maxo up as an example. He started with weapon reviews, and those were the
Yeah.
videos that picked him off the ground. And when you see like most of his videos, yeah, they're pretty unique, especially the challenge ones.
I
But a
hope you know
lot.
I'm not talking about growth, Indy, by the way. I'm not talking
No,
about
no, I'm
growth.
not. I'm not talking about growth either. You said about like being interesting to watch. I'm talking about like being fun to watch. That is what I'm talking about. And I think it's just with ideas, you can always iterate. You can always make something better.
No,
there's a
again,
million.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but I'm not saying it's not fun to watch those videos. Like again, as you said, and I totally agree with that. Every video can be done so differently, and every idea can be done so differently. And you're completely right in that. What I meant is that it's harder to get people to click on a video where they feel like they've seen it before. Like in the thumbnail, again, it all comes down to the thumbnail and title. But people can stand out there, just like you're mentioning here. If people do like really awesome thumbnails and really make it seem like a video you should watch. So I totally agree. I'm not disagreeing with you here at all.
Definitely definitely even when it comes to like thumbnails and let's say you're making a video on like the fucking detonator. You don't have to put the detonator in the thumbnail or the title. You could just like build up the suspense. Like I'm just spitballing here, but like Pyro's most underutilized secondary or something like that. Because like there's like 5 million ways you could tell the same sort of topic, the same sort of story. And if there's 5 million ways, there's certainly more than one way to tell it right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm not saying there's anything that I just don't care about weapons, so I wouldn't watch a video like that. But again, that's
Fair
just
enough.
me.
Would you say there's been a weapon video on every weapon so far?
No, what? No, I'm just saying that a lot of people do videos on other weapons, and that's why it can be hard to click them because if they've seen a video about this weapon and then they see another video about it, it's like again, this is me. I'm totally like unrelated to all of this because weapons don't interest me in TF2 at all like that, right? Like I like playing the game, but I don't watch weapon review videos at all. So I'm not in this space. So like I don't have anything to say about that honestly.
I think what was it? I think I think if the weapon's interesting enough, it can just it can warrant.
Well,
a
yeah, if
video.
people are into weapons, they're gonna watch it.
So
like,
wait,
there's some weapons that are just like so fucking like boring that they would not work well as a video at all. Like I don't know. We
Yes.
always say this when the
I mean,
Fern-
El Maxo managed to make a interesting lollipop video. So
yeah, but that wasn't about the lollipop, was it? That was about
kind of
else.
was maybe.
No, it was not. That was not a weapon review, Indy. That was that was like a market manipulation video.
Manipulation review.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we gonna move on to the next topic?
Yeah, I think we should move on to the next topic, Indy.
Yeah. Whoa, sorry, I mean a banana. Okay.
Cringe.
What? Okay. So when we're like talking about the community here, TF2's community has a really, really bad reputation, like outside of TF2's sphere. And there's this sort of like disconnect where a lot of people in the TF2 community say, "Oh, well, TF2 has the most welcoming, greatest community of all time. Everyone is so nice." And like, depending on the circles you're in, that might be true. But TF2's community as a whole, like outside of TF2, has a pretty bad reputation, especially among like other video game communities. And I wanna touch on that with you, Short, because like you've been sort of dubbed by people as like the unofficial community ambassador, things like that. So what do
I
you think about like TF2's like reputation? Do you think it's like as bad as I'm making it out to be? Do you think it's savable, etc.?
I mean, I don't know. I generally a lot of times I don't hear negative stuff, I guess, but there is some stuff that I absolutely hate. Like whenever you see just people hate posting about Overwatch just because TF2 and like the 2016 TF2 and Overwatch thing, it's like, hey, get over it. It's not like the same. Shut up. That's kind of annoying, but uh I don't know. I guess as a content creator, as a part of the community, I don't really put too much thought into what like people think, because some people who get into the game will realize that again, it depends on the circles you're in, and some people are going to join the well, like it's Star Wars. Some people are gonna join the bad side, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, this game sucks," or they're gonna like actually, maybe go from where they first joined in to the to the light. I don't know how that works. I don't really have any opinion on that. I guess because I just kind of again, I like the community. I think it's just about distancing yourself from the people that you don't enjoy. I don't know. Like it's don't know. I
There's
don't.
also this sort of like disconnect between like people who like people you find in game, especially European servers, people you find in game and people you find online. Because everyone in this call is European. I'm sure you can attest that it's just I can't go a single TF2 session without saying a homophobe, a racist, a transphobe, a bigot, etc. Just like completely people who just you just don't want to be around, and it's just sort of like unavoidable. It's just what turns a lot of people away from TF2 because you know, on the surface it seems like such a nice community, but when you
Huh?
actually get into the game, it's kind of toxic. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The thing is, though, like people who like say TF2 has a toxic community, they just haven't played other games though. Like if you go on to fucking CS:GO, Valorant, Overwatch, anything. Well, I don't know about Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch.
It's bad. It's
Overwatch
worse.
is
It's
so
bad.
fucked.
It's worse.
Overwatch is
Okay,
like okay. Wait. I agree with you here. Like, because I don't think TF2 is a bad community at all. I've tried Overwatch. I've tried CS:GO. In Overwatch, if people like die to you, they'll yell slurs at you, and it'll be okay because the whole game is marketed in a less open way. Like it's only got a little again, it's just, I think it's because of TF2, how TF2 just works generally. I think that people just take bigger I don't know how to describe that honestly.
TF2 just has no filter when you're in the game. You could put like Nazi stuff on your badges and
Well,
signs. You could like say whatever you want in chat, and the worst you can get is a vote kick. And you know, when
I
people know that they're not gonna get punished, they sort of like just let loose, I think.
yeah, like if you gave that like a fucking ability to Valorant players, they
That level of
it
freedom.
would, it would be fun. It would
It
be
would be
hell.
it would be
the amount
anarchy.
of like I've heard worse things from Valorant players than I have from TF2 players.
I don't again, I don't really run into a lot of toxicity. I think that's kind of I think it depends on the regions and all that stuff, because personally I don't run into that much of that. I mostly run into there's a lot of people who harass women, that's for sure, but I think that that's the case in a lot of places, and it just suck. People just freaking suck. um but personally, about the TF2 community, I don't really see that people see it as a bad community. But maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe it's just because I've been part of it for so long that I've never seen it from the outside. That I only focused on the positive stuff, and that's why I'm happy. I don't know.
Well, guys, I think we're missing the silver lining here. Watch Mojo put it on its top 10 worst communities list, so we're kind of fucked. What
Wait,
do we
wait,
do?
what did we get? What did we get?
What
I think we
placement?
were like number 8. I'll look it up.
Number
That's
8.
pretty good.
Number 8's not too bad. I think it could be worse.
Oh, number 8 of the top 10 worst video game communities.
I'm just saying, when any community that is obsessed with the game is usually got some problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there will
no,
be
people-
problematic people there. You know what I mean?
Okay, wait. Fall Guys RuneScape. What the
How is
fuck?
Fall Guys bad?
How is Fall Guys toxic?
You can't even talk in Fall Guys. How are you gonna be toxic
Some
in
like guy
Fall
knocked
Guys?
him off the edge once in Fall
TF2
Guys.
is actually
Worst
number
community ever.
15. So okay, we're not that bad. We're
I
number
don't-
15.
Again, I think it depends on the person. Like it depends on what they focus on. But from the outside, I don't think recently I think TF2 has been seen a lot more positively on like the community because of the stuff that's been done. But I think it's also because again the kind of negative minority is also the very loud minority.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of sad. That's like a bit, but hey, that's just how it is. Like people aren't gonna yell out loud about, oh, I love this game. I love it so much. Every single one of my subscribers, please say to everybody how much you love TF2.
That was
No,
save TF2.
People aren't gonna do that. I mean, I guess that was kind of done.
that did happen.
That did happen, and I was actually leading that. So yeah, again, that's what should happen. But with negative things, that's what always happens. Like if somebody has something negative, like something happens, they'll make people want to like yell out about that, and that's sadly how the internet goes. But again, I think it's because TF2 is very personal to a lot of people, so that's why a lot of people take it very personally, and then they'll also take things like way too far, and it's just kind of stupid.
I think it's kind of a curse. I think it's kind of like for every experienced mapper, community member creating things, animator, all these great, amazing people doing fundraisers and shit. There's like the racist, the Nazi, the pedophile. You've got for every great person, there's always a bad person. It's like
Party bug.
yeah, fuck off.
Party
The
bug
shut up. So
The harasser.
so there's always
The womanizer.
all right, calm down. All right, so in a way, I'd say as good as I think the TF2 is community. It's like it's as bad as it is good, and it's as good as it is bad. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, I mean, I believe in it being mostly positive. Like I believe in that side, and I believe in that because of Save TF2, because that was overwhelmingly big. Like for example, there was over I think almost 400,000 tweets on that day about it, which were all like positive. So I feel like that proves that again it's a very loud negative minority, which kind of sucks. But hey, people are allowed to think what they want to think, but they're not gonna go over and tell me that I have to hate the game because it's not getting updates.
I would say TF2 is more good than it is bad. Unlike Valorant or Overwatch, which I say the community is way more bad than it is good. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Because like the Overwatch community are stuck in a game that they all hate. Same with Valorant. They don't. Every time I ask someone who plays Valorant, do you realize that game sucks after? They go, yes. What about it? I know it sucks ass. I just like playing it. It's like, but anyone you ask, why'd you play TF2? They'll like send you 9 essay videos of why it's the greatest game ever made. Do you know what I mean?
True. I don't like when people do that because I feel like that kind of that's what's I think is annoying. It's the over love of TF2. They're like pushing it into people. I try to not do that with a lot of like new people I meet and stuff like that. Like I wouldn't go over to my girlfriend and be like, hey, look at this game I like. You should play it. You should try it. Watch all this with me. Anything like that. All that stuff. But I feel like that's what a lot of people want to do because we've had it with us for like our whole life, or at least that's how it is in my case and a lot of people's case. But
Anytime I meet someone new, mandatory meet the team viewing.
I'm just gonna say every relationship I've been in, I have shown them meet the team at one point.
Exactly, me too.
okay,
me
I
too.
also did show my girlfriend that, but that's beside the point. I don't think
Maybe that's why my relationships don't work out. show them meet the team.
That's a red flag.
I showed her meet the team, and she bought me 2 TF2 Monopoly sets.
There you go. Nah, clearly Shork's out. No, those Monopoly sets. They're expensive.
They
aren't
are worth a lot. I don't know how she did it. I think she literally spent like a month's salary on just buying those for me, and I felt bad.
What the hell?
Okay.
Wish my girl
For
would
me,
spend a
it's
week's
okay.
salary
Well,
on me.
for me, it's a cycle. I meet a girl, I show her the meet the team video, she leaves.
I
That's
don't,
it.
and I
Exactly.
don't know what's going wrong. I don't.
I don't know where I'm going wrong.
Yeah, it's just it's the hardest bridge to gap. But once you pass that bridge, she's gonna buy you all the TF2 merchandise.
My girlfriends have never bought me any TF2 merch. They just told me to.
I need to find myself a Miss Pauling.
Nah, you ain't got. She gay as hell, Sam. We've been over this.
No, she's not.
She
We're not
What-
doing
what-
this again.
Sure,
Sometime,
right. Is Miss Pauling gay? Yes or no?
I think that's like a thing that kind of I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yep, there you
sorry,
go,
sorry.
Sam.
Unlucky Sam.
She does seem like I don't know. I'd say she's
You say she's giving
dedicated
off
to her
lesbian
work.
vibes.
I literally just want for Scout and Miss Pauling to get together in Comic 7.
Scout
That's all
in
I
your
want.
outfit.
Dude, I swear that didn't the writers admit that
Great
did.
agrees. Great agrees.
They did.
they did?
no,
Yeah.
you can't
No.
listen to Grouch.
No, I'm listening.
Like, bro, if the writers who made up her new like character committed
No, it wasn't.
Said
It
it.
wasn't a writer. It was an artist.
Who do you trust, Sam? The ones who created
was it
her,
now?
or Grouch?
I only listen to what I want to hear, so I'm gonna listen to fucking Grouch.
All right. Either way, let's yeah. Enough about that. Let's
Oh.
move on to the next topic.
Oh yeah.
We're blazing.
This
through
is
these
why
topics.
TF2 has a bad
We d-
reputation.
Right. This is our last topic. This is our last.
All right, last topic before doing like questions from the chat. Shorky, and we're gonna answer this as well. If you had one final TF2 wish, anything you want, TF2 related.
I know what
a
Sam's
wish,
is. I know what Sam's is.
a TF2 genie comes over. Yeah, what would you wish for?
I think I'd wish for like another short film.
That's a good one. That is a good
and
one.
like just a small update, like nothing special, but something that could breathe life into it and show the new generation what TF2 was like. Because I remember waiting for expiration date, like the video, when you didn't even know what it would be, and there was a timer, and that was freaking amazing. That video is just great. Like if anything like that was ever made again, it would blow like up. Like it would be so big. It would be one of those things like in I think this was around Jungle Inferno a bit earlier, but this was like nothing new. I think it was nothing new, but Gorillaz released a new album, right? Which kind of recircled all their old stuff online, and that way like a whole new generation got introduced to Gorillaz. And that's how I knew about it. Got introduced to Gorillaz back then, because people posted about this like new album, and then they like linked all the older stuff, and it's like if that happened to TF2, it would be so big. Like it would be such a big thing. Like it's just it's really, they have such a reach that they do probably see it and just don't really want to think about it. But it would be like really big if they did something like that. Because if they did a shot and like the fucking reception of it from the internet was huge, and they sold like all the crates and all that, they'd probably want to do more updates.
I remember when Gorillaz first like were getting big online when I was young, like year 8. I remember I thought they were like a brand new band, but then you look at their like discography, they've been putting shit out
Exactly.
since like early like 2001 or like what something. They've been around for ages. 2001, I think it was. Yeah, there it is.
Don't get me started, because I fucking love Damon Albarn. Anybody who knows me knows that. Like he's literally my idol. Actually, if you look at my fucking profile picture right now, my profile picture is Damon Albarn on Discord.
Yeah, but
It's not.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's like him as like a vampire.
What?
He's
Well,
lying to you.
I think that was the like kind of way that actually got me again into Gorillaz, and that can happen for TF2 because TF2 is a huge thing that's been going on for so long. So everybody who gets in already has so much content, like endless amounts of content that they can just absorb. And I think that it could be like this sounds like stupid, like the second coming of TF2, and I still believe in that idea. People give up. I don't, and I don't care if I'm doing it for nothing. I love this game, but I wouldn't give up hope like at all.
I'd say TF2's second coming has already came when it went free to play.
Well, that was like that. I wouldn't call that a second coming because that was very shortly after. I mean, okay, it was a couple of years. So
I think
guess
it's like
so.
fourth or fifth coming. It would be? Yeah.
Okay,
True.
can we stop saying coming, please?
Alright, let's talk about Sam's wish to shag Miss Falling.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay, my wish for TF2. I've already told you 7 comics.
Miss Pauling was
Scout
straight.
gets-
Miss Pauling is straight.
Just
I
or at
wish,
least like a
please.
date with Miss Pauling.
Shut up.
And then, okay, if we're talking, no, that is fact. But
Okay,
if
right.
I
Is that
wa-
your
if-
wish? There, go on. What would your date be
No,
like?
my actual if my wish for the game, it is a definitive final update.
The
Like,
Miss Pauling
one
sex
that's
update.
like this
That would,
is
like,
the final.
Kill it.
This,
Kill it immediately.
this
Everyone
is the,
sells everything.
no, it just being like this is the final big update. Like, yeah, maybe you still get fucking patches and stuff like that, but just like let the fucking community rest. Like, don't keep us on our fucking toes by like, oh my god, they changed one line of the source code.
Oh
You know,
my god,
that
it's
type of
really
shit.
amazing.
Oh my god, it's coming, lads. You know, I don't want that type of shit. Just fucking let us rest.
You mean like
my
like the one final send off? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I agree
my
with that.
wish is controversial. My wish is
Oh,
controversial.
controversial. All right, let's see.
Controversial. None of you will agree, but I want a party. Can you put this up on stream?
Yeah.
I
send me
want the TF2 Netflix series.
What is this, man? What is this? What is this?
Yeah,
This
baby.
is like a fake poster made years ago, and I've not stopped thinking about it. I think
By-
just
By
like
Uber chain.
there you go. Even he knows. There you go. Uber chain.
Who's
Yep.
Uber chain?
Uber chain. So Uber chain has made this, and I've thought about it at least once a week ever since then. And it's just like if I could get anything Team Fortress out to happen again, I just one season. Just
Would you want it live action though?
No. This is what you want. Party, put this up on
Spy looks like
screen.
Saul Goodman. What the fuck? Look at the back.
Put this up on screen. That's what you want.
Okay, no. When I seen that tweet, I actually popped the fuck off.
Oh my god.
It's
Could
not
you
real.
imagine? I would splooge if that.
I
fucking
would.
was real.
Okay, wait. Let's keep it PG for Shork. But
Oh, no,
there
no.
would be some sort of
I
gooning
think
going
it's a
on.
bit too far gone for that.
It's just like a live action TF2 series.
Why live action?
Because I think, first of all, it would be incredibly funny.
No, it'd be
Just
like
fucking-
embarrassing. It would
could
be
you-
funny,
no,
but it would be embarrassing. What the fuck?
Could you imagine, like Spider? Did you forget about me? It's like in real life.
What am I doing?
Otherwise, I think it would like bring like what Shork said. You know, you need new people to like discover TF2 all over again. So, new people. So I think that would bring a lot of new people in. Like a Netflix series. They're like, oh, this is based on a game. Oh, I'm gonna watch the Meet the Team, and then I'm gonna play the game, and then there you go. I think if done well, it could be a good show as well.
I think that Scout show, like when I seen that tweet, I genuinely thought it was real because it looked so good, that poster. And I was like, I was so excited, and then when I seen the fucking tag net fucking tits or whatever, I was so pissed off.
Calm down.
I was so angry.
No, I like that. That actually makes me depressed. Like we could have had that. We could have had
This show looks so
win.
good. I'm sorry, this show
Yeah,
genuinely
too.
looks amazing. I would watch the fuck out of it.
Fucking expiration date it proves that TF2 can work as a TV show,
It does.
and it
literally.
just.
What would Scout right back at you be about?
I don't know, but it could work.
Hold on. Yeah. Expiration date was mainly focused on Scout trying to rizz up Miss.
I think
Pauling.
Scout would be the main character, obviously. He's like people think, oh, Heavy's the mascot of TF2. Nah, Scout is really the main character.
Heavy is not the fucking mascot.
He
anymore.
barely says shit in the shorts. He just kind of goes, oh,
He's on the box art, guys. Like,
He's
come
on the box art. Yeah, he's the most
So is everybody
recognizable.
else.
He's the most recognizable, but he's not the main character. It's got to be Scout.
Is he even the most recognizable?
Yeah, he
I
is.
actually don't know.
He is.
Who?
Heavy.
No. Actually, yeah, I'll agree.
He's the most
No, I
recognizable.
wouldn't say Scout is. I'd say
Heavy was the only character I knew before I got into TF2.
What do you think, Shork? If you could choose one to live, Scout right back at ya, or the TF2 Netflix series?
No, the TF. You want like the TF2 live action movie.
The live
action, yeah.
You want the movie. You want TF2 the movie. That's what you want.
That's what I want. That's what I want to see.
I'd rather have the like Adult Swim series.
Man, you guys are so lame.
Yeah, the Scout one is better. I'm sorry.
Hey, could you imagine
TF2 the movie in live action would be dumb as hell. I'm sorry.
Vin Diesel is heavy.
Shut up.
Vin Diesel as Heavy.
Dwayne the Rock is Demo Man.
Short just sounded like he didn't want to be part of that conversation. Like,
At all.
I'm sorry, Short. We'll move on.
All right, so
did you say your last wish, Indy? Yes,
that was
yours.
mine.
That was yours.
Oh shit! I need to come up with a wish.
I think Party did, and then we can conclude.
My wish for TF2 is. I'm trying to think. I gotta think long and hard about this one.
You have 10 seconds.
Shit.
8, 7,
Shit.
6,
Uh.
5, 4, 3, 2.
TF2 mobile official release. That's what I want.
There you go. There you go. That's good.
Alright.
100 gajillion downloads.
No, if I had to pick one, it would be the same as Sam. So I don't really have anything else to add. Like he
You
kind of.
want Miss Falling to get
No!
Alright,
I meant the one with the last update. That I agree. That's what I would want.
Okay, anyway, I think we should move on to the questions.
Oh no,
Or
TF2
actually,
Source 2.
secret.
Source 2. Source
Oh.
2. I want TF2 to run well on my computer. I have a fucking expensive ass gaming PC and every game runs fine, but TF2 for some reason runs like ass. I want TF2 to fucking just run normally like a normal game. Like TF2 Classic works fine, Open Fortress runs like a dream, but TF2 normal don't work. It's like 60 FPS, which is good, but unless you have like a 200 Hz monitor, then it's not good, is it? Okay, that's my wish.
There we go. There you go. We got it all aired out, everything. So right. So now for the conclusionary part, we sort of asked the chat if you guys have anything to ask Shork or ask us, ask away, and then when we run out of questions, we're gonna sign off.
Yeah.
We're missing something very important.
Yeah?
The secret.
Oh, Shork, it's time.
It's time.
I'll reveal one of my.
Yeah, one secret.
No.
Come on, you
So
owe us a
recently-
secret.
So recently, I was working on a video with Dennis Bateman about Dennis Bateman's career, and we had like a long chat. This was before PAX and all that. So we had like a long chat about his career, and he told me a bit about where he comes from, what he did, and all that. It was very exciting and stuff. And then we got into the talk of like footage for the video, and I was like, he was talking about the tapes with his auditions and stuff like that. So I was like, is there any way you can get me that? And he tried, but he couldn't find it or anything. And then out of nowhere, one day, he just sent me, oh, by the way, hey, Shork, here's a cut line that I did in my first ever spy session. And it's not just any line;
Ooh.
it's a speech. So this is actual cut content from a cinematic, I believe, because they wouldn't add something this long for for in game. So I
Oh.
think that's pretty exciting.
Ooh, when's that
So
gonna
you
be?
have that on your computer right now.
I have that on my computer, and I'm not gonna show it here.
Oh.
Oh,
You can't tease us like that.
I'm not gonna show it to 20 viewers.
What?
But then it's
Damn,
even more
alright.
of a secret. All right, diss us. Oh, because we don't have a fucking big number. Fuck you, fucking damn.
Calm down, Sam. It's okay. It's okay, guys.
We'll
It's
see
okay.
eventually.
This is what we're not big enough.
I wouldn't show it on the stream anyway. Like
You would show
no
it to the
matter what
shuckle
it
nuts, but you wouldn't show it to us.
I did actually show it to Raw. He
There
would-
you
Ah,
go.
see?
There you go. There you go.
I'm getting more and more offended as it goes on.
We have seen where your true intentions lie.
The bridge is burned. Okay, let's finish this off.
Let's just wrap this up.
Let's see what's the chat saying, Indy.
All right, chat. I'm not seeing any questions. Chat, if you have any questions, say
your
now or
chance.
forever hold your. Because I don't think you're ever gonna catch Shork on a 20 viewer live stream ever again.
No. Now's your chance.
That was your chance, guys.
Boop, boop.
I'm not saying it's bad. I just mean I'm not gonna say it on the live stream.
Fair enough.
But it's a speech,
Only
and
20 viewers.
and I think he says bitches in it.
He says bitches.
Yeah,
Hey,
Scout, why
wait,
don't
in
you
the
get some
spy
bitches on your
voice.
dick?
and the spy voice.
Oh, that'd be funny.
You
Yeah,
must get some bitches on your dick.
Are you ever gonna reveal it, or is it gonna stay in your inheritance or something?
I'll put it in like my will. El Maxo will get it when I die.
Ah, of course he
No,
would.
I'm gonna reveal it at some point, but it's like I want to do some research. Like what?
Needs the right moment.
Because what the heck was it for? That's what I'm questioning. That's why I don't want to show it because I have no idea what the hell it was. Like I thought it was just gonna be some like normal voice lines, like him screaming or something, but it's a speech. So it's like what?
Does it have any context in it? Like, does it
No,
reference other
look,
characters, or is it
it
just
it doesn't. It's a speech that was clearly meant, like again in my head, it's clearly meant for a cinematic video, but it wasn't like used. Like it's imagine the expiration date speech, but a bit more vulgar and also done how many like 7 years earlier. So from
like the
2006.
gentleman synchronize your death
Well,
watches?
no, he does. No, he does a speech. He's like, we are not most men, we are mercenaries. He like talks about that, and then he talks about whorehouses and stuff like that.
What?
Yeah. It's
No,
weird.
okay, you can't tell us this and then not show it. Why is he talking
You're
about
lying.
fucking-
You're lying.
Why-
I don't
He's
believe you.
talking about whorehouse. Why is
Mods,
Spy talking about
Precious Gold, thank you.
Hold on, let me
I-
listen to it, and I'll quote it.
Oh, he's listening to it now. Shit.
Discord, audio bleed, Discord.
He's got the
audio
speaker
bleed.
on. He's got the speaker on.
Turn the speakers on.
Turn the speaker on.
I have it hidden in like my, I have it hidden in my.
Homework folder.
No, it's. Hold on, where is it?
I know what's in Sam's homework folder. So tons of gay misspell. Okay, right, I'm gonna. Calm
I
down.
don't have a homework folder.
There we go. Oh, hold up, wait. No, that's his resume.
We getting
Oh, there it is.
Are we getting other
Okay,
questions? in the chat?
so he's wait, hold up, that's the wrong thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. So he says
What's he
All
saying?
my favorite songs are
so
so.
Okay.
slow and
okay,
sad.
so he says something that about like I'm here to tell you that there's limits, although I'm sure that your hometown bar, something alleys and whorehouses are safer with your absence. I think he's talking to the mercenaries.
What the that's really creepy.
What?
I think that's. I think that is. The sniper definitely.
It's kind of weird. I'm trying to listen to it, but again, you know, again, it's his first ever audition, so I'm pretty certain that this was meant for something.
Sure.
Can you like legally show it though?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Sure, I've got a question for you that we get asked every episode, so I think it's time we finally answer it. What do you think
What
of
is it?
Frank Zappa?
No, we're not doing this.
Do you know who he is?
Do you know who
No.
that is?
None of us
well,
do.
moving-
Some
No,
guys.
I know who Frank Zappa is, but
Oh,
I haven't listened to
moving
him.
moving on. Now we have a slew of questions. I was just
Okay.
waiting for them to get out. All right.
Okay.
Cone Man asks, if TF2 gets animated, what studio would you pick? Like an animated show, I assume.
I don't know. That's up to Valve. Valve knows best.
Dominions, Illumination.
I would pick.
I
I would pick.
imagine.
Oh, hold on. I would pick Animan Studios.
Oh, fuck
for
off, Sam. No,
animated.
you wouldn't.
I got a new board. He's on the G.
I think he would do that anyway. He doesn't. He don't need fucking Valve's approval.
I would do Aardman for TF2 claymation. Let's
Oh
go.
my god, that would be sick.
would that fit TF2?
I mean, TF2 has sort of like a clay thing, like especially those SFM paint
No,
overs.
it's cell shaded. It's not
Cell
clay.
shaded.
I love how you guys ask a question and then you just answer it yourself.
I mean, it's kind of for
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, it's
It's a
not. They're not for
community
you
podcast.
specifically. No offense. It's kind of for all of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here's a Shork specific question. Okay, fellow asks, will Shork ever become evil?
Evil
Yeah,
short.
I am already starting. That's my
Okay.
that's my
This thing just scared the fucking.
I've been growing a mustache for months, so my evil act has slowly been starting.
Wait, short.
Poggy,
Wait. Before you do that, short. Can you do in one of your videos? Could you have like evil short come in? It's like it's like the
evil
YouTube your
counterpart,
evil counterparts like dark short who like pisses blood.
Shark.
That'd be quite funny. And he hates the TF2 community, and the voice actors hate him. Well,
Yeah.
he's like the complete opposite of you. He hates
Uh,
memes and hates cat. He likes dogs, but he prefers dogs over cats.
Poggy asks, what do you appreciate a lot about TF2? Pretty vague.
I think that the actual like the community, because there's so much content generated around it, and sometimes you don't even see it because it's on like Tumblr and what like whatever social media that they use, because people care more about making the content than they do actually getting clout
Oh,
from it. And
right.
that's what I
I do
really
agree. Like Tumblr has a lot of good stuff. I'm on Tumblr, and the TF2 board is just really good. Just like a lot of good
like.
stuff there.
TF2 has artists that just generally enjoy making the art rather than having to make it to stay relevant and stuff like that. And that's what I love about the community. Like you'll still find so many new animators getting into animating because they found something they really like, and stuff like that. And you don't really see that in a lot of other communities. So that's what I really like. That it's just there's so much stuff out there people make.
Garbage Man asks, and I was wondering this myself at the time. Shork, why did it take 50 minutes to change people in the voice actor stream?
Well, that's the thing. That a lot of people don't think about, and there's like no blame to put on anybody because that's just how it works. But when you are up in your 60s 70s, you're not as well like versed with technology as we are, right? So, and that's kind of like another world for them, and they know this and all that. So it's sometimes hard to get everything to work out because they're professionals at what they do and everything like that. But when it comes to like internet, there's always going to be hookups, because it's like telling somebody do like it's like Patty Park, I go over and I give him a saxophone and I tell him to use that, but he like makes
No,
videos, so that doesn't really make sense.
I would
Well,
pop off.
Party has music in his family.
That's
so,
true. That's true.
So it's like
I
so
come
it's
from
like
musical blood.
imagine like again, there's no fault on anybody, and imagine somebody's given like a computer and they rarely use a computer at all, right? Like they generally don't go on Google and all that stuff. So you can't just tell them, "Oh, you have to mute the tab or you have to do this and you have to do that." So that's why it's very difficult when it's when it's online, but in person, it's so much easier, and that's why I can't wait to meet them again in person, which hopefully my secret will come true, which has that in the next secret.
Big secret. Robo Gary
But yeah,
Schwartz.
it's just that's like why. So just why the not the voice actor. Wait, what? Oh, he was talking about something else.
Was he?
Hold up, he was talking about the when I was playing with the voice actors. Oh, to change people in the voice actor video. Yeah, because we were doing videos, like we were filming stuff, Garbage Man. Like
I might have misread that question.
yeah, no, that's fine. That's totally understandable. It's because when we were filming with the voice actors, it's like we have the set up, right? Then we get them on, we talk to them because we like them, and we just talk, and then we do some filming, and we filmed some other videos, and then we well, with some of them I had to teach them how to use the PC first. So then when I taught them that, then they got on, and that's why it took a long time. And I think Robin was running a bit late because he had to shop for his daughter. But 50 minutes, yeah, that's why are you upset about the video that we made being like late? You were what? That's weird.
No, not the stream. The VA TF2. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
was
It's
that,
just
was
the
that a
match.
50-minute long video?
No, it's not. It was just you must actually. How did you get people to? Did you? Well, that was that wasn't a public server, was it?
No, we made a server,
Yeah.
and It was a good server, except I kind of didn't like the fact that they all just kind of, when they realized what was going on, that was after Ellen and John got on, and they were the first ones in the morning to get on, and then they kind of they kind of realized, so they just started going to the class of the person who came and just stood still, and it was like, luckily the voice actors bring so much character that they didn't need gameplay to actually carry that video. But it was just kind of like, oh, okay, I guess everybody's gonna do that. And then one time somebody asked Robin if he knew what a furry was, and I was like, oh.
No.
And it's
Oh,
like,
no.
Fuck.
Uh, yeah.
Okay.
Waylon asks. Waylon asks, Shork, what is your favorite Meet the Team short?
I think it's, I don't know. I think as like a cinematic, if you had to out one of them as a cinematic after masterpiece, I think that the easiest conclusion is Meet the Medic. Like that's the
Oh,
quicker.
you are
That's the
absolutely right.
it's the quickest one, and it just has everything that it needs. Like there's nothing like it that's dragged out that needs to be carried by personality or anything. No matter who you are, where you come from, whatever. That's just a video that you can pop on, and it's gonna be like, oh wow, that is actually really cool.
I'm sorry, it has one of the greatest like musical moments in
Yeah,
media-
exactly.
media
Oh my
history.
god,
Like,
that
that-
sax solo makes me.
I'm sorry, but like that is one of the greatest moments, not in film, not in like YouTube, it's in history of all time.
Yeah.
It goes so hard. Like that was Valve at their peak of filmmaking. I'm sorry.
That was Valve at their peak of music.
That was
as
at their
well. Like,
Valve at their peak
Valve
of
has
everything.
never, and I'm confident in saying this, Valve has never made a piece of music that will ever beat out Medic, the Medic theme.
What about the
It's-
Portal Radio?
Portal Radio 10 hours. Specifically the moment at a fucking 4 hours 45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. That's my favorite. That's a banger. Slaps hard. Indy's muted. I don't know where he's gone.
I was trying to like speak the whole time. Everyone was like interrupting me. I was like, "What's happening? Is everyone upset?" So I'm muted.
Oh.
So they whatever. All right. So I was gonna ask. We don't have any more questions.
Wait, somebody just said, please remove your videos from the live tab. People are not aware of it yet, so they are missing the videos. Good news for you. We're going to be posting all of our live streams as videos.
We're gonna
soon
re-upload them.
enough.
We were doing
That's-
a bit. We had this whole idea. We were gonna like do the podcast. We're like, oh, let's just do it as a live stream and then go in the live tab. So like you can like videos, events, live tab, podcasts.
But it's
then-
sort of not working. So
It's like first off, everyone complained immediately. Second off, if you put them in the live tab, no one watches them after the stream. You know what I mean? Only subs will watch them. They don't really get like anywhere. Like and people weren't happy about that. Like we didn't really mind. So we've decided that we're gonna like go back. We're gonna redo some thumbnails and titles that we like were a bit lazy on, and then we're gonna like publish them out as videos. Edit the
probably not gonna change this thumbnail. It's
yeah.
still
No,
good.
we thought it was just funny and like we didn't really matter. So we'll trim the intro bit where it's like waiting, of course, so it goes straight into the podcast. Publish them as videos weekly. Yeah, of old episodes.
All right, so I think we should wrap it up now.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Shork, for coming on. It was very nice of you. We had a really good time. I hope you had it as well.
Thank you. I tried to share it everywhere, but none of my viewers wanted to watch. So
It's okay. We
Nah.
understand.
No, nobody wants to look at us.
we
My viewers hate
understand. It's not the first
No,
time.
they were scared with the FNAF twitching.
Yeah,
that was
yeah. I know
Uh,
it doesn't. You did say yourself. You thought we were going to try to kill you.
Yeah,
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But I told them to save me to like give them a reason to join. But hey,
it doesn't matter.
Ultimate betrayal.
They
Yeah.
don't care.
So yeah, that's about it. If you have anything to say or to
Did you have a good time?
yeah,
I'm a bit tired. It's been a
Bit
long day.
tired.
I went for a big walk.
But
But hey, summer's coming back. I'm very excited about that. How you guys? Are you guys excited for summer?
yeah, I love summer. Summer's my
No,
love
because
it.
I've got my final exams.
Boo, you suck. Oh no, that's true. I've got a hand in like 9 assignments at May,
Oh,
so
yeah.
no, I'm not happy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Cone Man for being the hardest working mod in my server that I forget to use.
Is he a mod in your server?
Yeah.
Oh, legend.
Good
I thought he
guy.
was Party Pug's best friend.
Yeah, I
That's what
saw
he
that.
opened with.
So I saw that. I was like, huh? Yeah. So sure. Would you come on again in the future? Maybe if you were less tired.
It's yeah.
Yeah. So overall, good experience. We're happy to have you on, mate. We kind of want everyone who comes on to have a good time.
It's a long like podcast as well. Like you especially don't want to waste people's time. You know, if they're having a
Yeah.
bad time.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's about it. Let's just like
Should we sing a song for the ending?
yeah, some out of Weezer's discography maybe.
Sure. What's your favorite Weezer song?
In the garage.
I don't know what that.
What?
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 In the
He's
grass.
with his homies,
You- you-
kissing my girl. Why do they got her
You
from?
guys are Weezer fans. What?
Why do we
Ever
ever
do
do in the
this?
fucking stream?
I'm
That makes him
disappointed.
so
So
bad.
bad.
Ooh, wee, walla, just like Shork and